Hello all, this is Natsuya and I wanted to record a little video today because I've been gone. Anyway, I hope you're all well, and I hope that you had a wonderful Lunar New Year. I believe that is the year of the rabbit, I think. Yes, so happy Lunar New Year to everyone. And I wanted to speak out about safety and respect of our fellow citizens. And I know that there was some negative, that some people were hurt and some people were actually crossed over. And I want to say to those families, I feel your pain. And I also want to say that violence is not the answer to any problem, and that all life is sacred. So that's kind of where I wanted to start with today. But I also today want to say, hey, I've been gone for a little while, and I'm back now. As you can tell, I look a little different. I want to talk a little bit about mental health today. I know that there's been a lot more talk, and I know I actually saw an autism commercial with people wearing headphones. First time I've seen that. I think I saw it 2 weeks ago. So thank you very much for putting that out there. I think more needs to be done to end the stigma of mental health. But today I wanted to talk a little bit about meds and weight gain. As you can tell, there's certain medications that actually cause your metabolism to slow down and do some strange things. And some of the medications for depression are notorious for doing that, as well as some of the antipsychotic medication. So as you can see, I look a little different, and part of that is because of medication. You know, and it's something that me, as the anorexia monster rages their head, and has been going full force recently, that it causes some dysphoria, not some dysphoria, a huge raising anorexia monster dysphoria. And so I want to talk a little bit about that. If you do have issues with weight gain on your medication, please talk to your doctor or other professional who is providing you care, and discuss that with them. And there are multiple medications that people can try, but you know, you'll have to see what's right for you. So I'm not a doctor, I just want to mention that a little bit. So yeah, so it can be quite nerve-wracking. I know that the weight gain that I have had has been after changing my medication, and being, I believe, inpatient for a while. They changed the medication, so everything is pretty much different. You have to get used to your schedule, what time you take the medication, and especially now where I don't have a routine so much, I'm still working on that, I am. You know, that gets a little irritating. Now, I know also one of the things that was happening before I went inpatient was I wasn't eating. So that's a good way to not put on weight. And I was actually too skinny for my height. So I'm 6'1". And it's very, let's see, how much is that again? Sorry about that little to-do right there. 6'1" is 185 centimeters. So yeah, I want to talk a little bit about that today. So I know it's sometimes hard to deal with when your medication that you're taking for depression, anxiety, you know, psychosis ends up making you gain weight. And some medications do, and others do not, or are less, do it less. And so you'll have to work with your doctor to know what is right for you. And if you do take multiple medications, another thing I want to remind everybody is make sure you get enough hydration and drinking a lot of water, because some medications actually cause digestive issues, and if you have enough water, that will make some of those very better. Also, you're going to watch your food intake, your salt, your sugar, because for some medications they actually do blood draws to actually make sure how much of the medication is in your body, because some medications take a couple of weeks before the level is correct to actually take effect. So that's usually 2 to 3 weeks or longer, depending on what medication it is, and depending on how you take it. So, liquid, pills, injections, depending on what it is. Some medications have patches. It's all different. So if you do have weight gain that you actually are a little freaked out about, please do talk to your doctor about that, and they may be able to monitor that. So what else do I want to talk about? So I'm glad 2022 is over, and I'm going to be doing a little bit of different things. This year we're still going to have tarot readings, we're still going to talk about mental health, and so something to talk about, but again, we're going to couch everything in kind of a mental health scope. And so everything I bring up will somehow be related to that, because I think it's important that, we end the stigma of mental health. And depending on where you are, a lot of times, and depending on what community you're from, the view of mental health can be very different. I know there's some communities that just don't believe in it at all. I know there are other communities that, they think taking medication is bad. I know that with the opioid epidemic that's out there and pain medication, it's very important that, especially with medications that are addictive potentially, like, I don't know, opioid medication, I'm not going to go into that, but that can lead to, I don't know, a downward spiral. So please, take your medication responsibly, take it as it's prescribed, and I know for me that I actually have a timer for my medication, and I take them at specific times. That's very helpful for me, because it gives me a sort of routine that I can put my day around. But yeah, I just wanted to come out today because I haven't been around lately, and I will be doing more videos, and there's a bunch of things going on, and so I just wanted to say peace.